ITV show coming up. Tell us about that. Everything's happening.
So I've done 2 shows. I filmed 2 shows for ITV: Jonathan Ross Comedy Club and stand-up sketch show. So it's not, I don't have my own show. I wish.
Okay.
I wish.
It's coming.
Ah, yes, amen. I received it. Hey, I received it. But no, I've just, you know, done a feature on both shows, stand-up sketch show and Jonathan Ross Comedy Club. So I'm just blessed and happy to be like, not like, and the funniest thing is, one girl told me, she was like, I had a dream and I saw you on like Graham Norton or Jonathan Ross or one of those type of shows. And I was just like, get the hell out of here. Lo and behold, what happens.
I'm telling you, man, the people around you, they're seeing your destiny.
Hey, man, I receive it. But I'll tell you, I don't see it. I really don't. Like, and yeah, at the beginning of this year, 2 people that one person that I know really well, one person who I kind of know. And she was just like, you know, big things are going to happen for you this year. And she wasn't like talking like, you know, like some prophetic type of like, I see the future type of thing. She's like, she just has a feeling that something big's going to happen. And I was just like, whatever, man, you're talking, I was just thinking you're talking nonsense. And, you know, bit by bit, things are happening. Like the Gogglebox thing was bigger than I could have expected.
Yeah. With your schedule, you know, you are busy. You know, like you said, you're a father, you're a husband, you're an actor, comedian, you know, you're doing so much. How do you manage your time?
Oh, I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to manage my time. I think the biggest thing me and my wife are learning is when we're at home, we're home. Put the phones away and, you know, pay attention to each other, give our son that undivided attention. And then, you know, like I said, like when my son's asleep, then get to like little things that I need to do, whether it's a meeting like now or a phone call or social media, or like we're starting to learn that we need to give our, you know, it's all about priorities, you know.
Yes.
Dedicate that real good home time to each other, and then any other free time you have, yeah, you're free to do what you want. You know?
Now look, growing up for you, you know, you've grown up in a different time to your son growing up now. So what grassroots level looked like for you and what was instilled in you may be different to your son today, but how do you try to ensure that that same level of morals and kindness and perspective is instilled into your son, given that he's going to grow up into a world where he's got a celebrity for a father?
Yeah. Well, for me, growing up, it was all about respect for elders. That was the main thing. As a Nigerian, you know, you don't talk back to nobody. And me and my wife were trying, you know, my wife, she's Jamaican. And I think the best thing about her family is the fact that they love to share. And that's something that I've only just started to embrace that, because it was always just me, my mum, my sister. So very, very small family. My wife,
Babatunde, I lost you for a second there. I lost you for a second there. Cut out. I heard up to kind of. Talk again.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, but you're not moving.
Am I moving?
Kind of.
Can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah, I can see you now, yeah. It was a bit like that.
Yeah, I was trying to dance.
I've got you now.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, no, I was basically saying that, you know, with my wife being Jamaican and having such a huge family, they're all about sharing. You know, that's a big thing for them. You know, you share with each other. Like, it doesn't matter from like food to money to whatever it is, you know, we share. And so that's something we try and instill in our son, me and my wife. With my mum's side, like, well, with my family, you know, it's all about respect. You respect, you respect your elders, and, you know, you don't talk back or badly to anyone older than you. You show every single person that's older than you respect. So that's what I try and instill in my son as well. And it's so funny, I was thinking about this today, like my son, like the time that my son is growing up in now versus my time. I think the only thing me and my wife are worried about now, because we don't live in London anymore, our thing is like giving our son that understanding of who he is as a black person, you know, as a black man, and, you know, educating him on his history, you know,
Yeah.
and not just like the history from slavery, you know, like actual African, Nigerian, Yoruba history and Jamaican history and where that, you know, comes from. And so, yeah, we obviously he's only 4, so he's not at that point where he can really understand or comprehend any of that stuff. But that is what we do plan to, like, you know.
Yeah. I love that. That's amazing. And how has your son actually changed you as a person and elevated you?
I'm more angry. But I recognize that I didn't think I would ever be this type of dad, but I am the typical African dad. Like, I'm typical, like this boy can't, and I don't know what it is, but he can't make one slip up around me. Like the minute he can drop a pen and it's like, hey, pick up the pen, like, you know.
Oh,
and it's funny.
gosh.
It's funny because I never spoke Yoruba in my house with my mum. Never spoke it. But even my wife can testify to this. Bits of Yoruba will come out and I'll be talking to my son and I'm trying to tell him something. And then just boom, I'm just speaking.
Just he gets it out of you.
I'm telling, and I'm like, where did this come from? And it's my mum. That is my mum speaking. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like, comes out and you're like, who said that?
Trust me. And I'm like, I didn't even know I knew that. I did not know. There's been bare times where I spoke fluent Yoruba and I'm just like, how did I know that? I didn't know this.
You and your son, are you really close? I can see a daddy's boy.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
100%.
Would the wife contest to that though? Would the wife contest and say, no, he's a mummy's boy?
No, he's a dad. She could if she was here right, well, she is here, but she's yeah, he's a daddy's boy.
So what's next for you? What can we expect? What's on the horizon? I know you've got so much planned.
There's this project I'm working on. I'd say working title right now is it's called Welcome to Bubbahood, and that's my personal journey. But the thing is, at the moment, it's being written as a stand-up piece, but with my director friend, we're in talks to kind of like take certain stories and actually show them. So yeah, watch this space with that one because
amazing.
Yeah, that one's really interesting.
Look forward to that. And you're going on tour, if my research is correct. You're doing a tour next year.
Yeah.
And how can the viewers find out more about the tour? And you're doing the tour with Mo, is that correct? Yeah.
So that is Mo Gilligan's tour. That's his tour. I'm just, you know, the official supporting act for the UK and Europe dates. Because,
nice.
Yeah, he's going to America as well, but I'm not supporting him on that leg of the tour. It's just the UK and the Europe dates that we've got, which is a lot of dates and more are being added. I've just seen today. That kicks off from September. And if anyone wants to find out about that, just go to Mo Gilligan's website, which I believe is mogilligan.com. And yeah, all the dates are there. A lot of the dates are sold out. A lot of the UK.
Not that we're surprised.
Yeah, true.
You snooze, you lose. If you ain't got your ticket.
The great thing is, dates are always being added on. So if there's a city that, you know, anyone's in and they can't find any tickets, you know, I'd say don't panic because something will most likely come up because of Mo's popularity, which I'm so happy for. He's just going from strength to strength, so he deserves it.
You know, you being here and doing what you're doing is an amazing thing. What do you think life's design is for Babatunde? What do you want your legacy to be?
You know what? Because I saw this question and I thought about it. For me, I don't think it's what I do as an entertainer. I really don't. I think for me is me not compromising my Christianity for the sake of, fame. So even if I'm on TV, just always to represent and, have those values as a Christian, I just to stand firm in that and always represent for Christ. And I know that sounds kind of cliche, but that's success. That for me, that's success for me. Yeah, just
I love
not
that.
compromising. Yeah, not compromising.
I mean, look, let's face it, having something that enables you to stay centered and grounded and spiritual and holy, or, whatever that is for that individual is key, because you don't want to lose yourself in the process.
Yeah, not for me. And it's so easy. And trust me, I've slipped up, even in the entertainment world, I've slipped up in that kind of, in that way. But that's why I hold on to that more dearly now, because it's just like, I know how easy it is to get carried away and, just mess up, so that's why I'm just like, hey, stick to your values, stick to your principles, and hold on to what your core beliefs. And, that for me is, my Christian belief, my faith.
Now, what would you say, with all your experience, what would you say to your younger self? And what gift would you leave for your older self?
Whoa. I'd say to my younger self, don't fear, like have no fear, and that failure is all right. When you fail, it's fine. Don't be scared to fail. That's what I tell my younger self. A gift that I'd leave for my older self, hey, wow. Don't spend too much money. That's what I'd leave my older self. Don't get carried away with these paychecks and think that you're rich, because tax is real. The tax man is real. He's not a joke. It's not a myth. Yeah.
He's there.
I'm telling you, some people think that the tax man is folklore. It's real. When they're ready to collect your money, hey, they will collect. So don't spend your money until the next tax year. Save and then spend.
Love it. See, that's the businessman in you right there. That is the businessman. Thank you so much. Now, do you know what? I want to kind of find some things that you're kind of doing in your spare time. So tell me, what is the hot song on your playlist at the moment?
So my son loves a song by Wretch32 called Spin Around. So every time we get into the car, that has to be the first song that I get to play. So Wretch32 Spin Around. That's what we always listen to that. The minute we get in and we strap up, my son's just like, Dad, I want to hear Wretch32 Spin Around. All right, son.
Do we know who's going to be at his 5th birthday party then?
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm gonna put that call in. Yeah.
Favorite movie?
Okay, me and my wife, I love it, so that's why she loves it. There's a French film called Priceless. I absolutely love that film. It's a rom-com, and me and my wife, whenever we're in that kind of date night mood, we go to that film. It's a great film.
Most inspiring comedian?
Eddie Murphy.
What book are you reading, or what book would you recommend?
I am reading a book right now. But I've read this so many times. So there's a book I'm reading right now called Linchpin. It's by Seth Godin. He's like he's a marketing strategist, and this is like third, fourth time I've read it. But this time I'm actually listening to it. I've read it like 3 times. I'm actually doing the whole audible thing.
Yes.
I'm listening to that, and I'm also listening to 50 Cent's book. Oh God, what is the name? So Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. I'm listening to that as well. So Linchpin and Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter.
If you could do one thing to impact and avalanche the Black community into greatness, what would that be?
Spend Black. That's the one thing I would remind everybody to do. and we work here, we go home, because this place right here, right now, I don't think this is the place that appreciates who we are. So let's work here, but make back home great. That's what I would say. Back home, everybody, let us go.
Absolutely. And my final question is, it is Black History Month. So what does Black History Month represent to you?
It represents everything to me. It represents my core, my absolute being, the fact that, you know, I'm African and I'm proud as hell about that. But it also represents our history, who we were, what we've been through, and where we are today. And that's because of us. It's because of nobody else but our strength, and, you know, we just know how to stick through it, and, you know, we got to get through. So that's what Black history means to me, our strength.
Thank you so much, Babatunde. It has been a pleasure. It has been amazing. Thank you very much for having this conversation with me.
Oh, thank you.
It has been a pleasure, and I'm sure that in the future, hopefully, I will be able to have a chat with you again and just kind of see how things are and where you're going. But once again, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe to our channel and press that notification bell.